How to shape and finish a wheel-thrown pot. Once you master how to throw a pot, you might want to learn how to shape and finish it on the wheel. WikiHow can help. Keep reading for detailed instructions. Steps. 1. The walls of the pot in the cylinder stage are thin to a thickness that is suitable to the type of pot being made, usually thicker at the bottom to hold outward curves, or even steven up and down for cups. Keep excess water sponged out of the bottom. The diameter of the original ball of clay is determined by the type of pot to be created. Wide or larger for flat-bottomed bowls or plates, and narrow and smaller for cups or vases. 2. To shape a pot, secure forearms on thighs or knees. The index, middle or both fingers of the first hand are placed inside the pot, starting at the bottom, with thumb if possible, braced across to the second hand wrist or forearm. With the thumb, index finger, and sponge of the second hand, starting at bottom directly opposite the inside fingers, both hands are raised together pushing out or in to produce the shape. This can be done in one or a succession of passes. 3. For concave inward-shaped pots, especially the creation of narrow necks, the thumbs and fingers can be placed around the cylinder and squeezed inward in choke-like fashion. The fingers can be placed on opposite sides of the top of the cylinder and pulled out for enlargement. Where a very narrow neck is required, a stick can be used inside instead of the fingers. To finish, cut top with a stickpin. To thicken lip, index finger and thumb are placed both sides of top edge. With the thumb of second hand, apply downward pressure until desired thickness is achieved. Drape a small piece of wet chamois cloth over the edge and press slightly both sides. This will round the lip. 4. Remove pot from wheel head by pouring a little water on the wheel head. Drag water under the pot with a wire. Float the pot off the wheel head onto a wet plaster bat. Also can throw the pot on a removable bat attached to the wheel head. Also special spatula-like implements for the purpose can be purchased. 5. To finish bottom of pot, let pot harden overnight or longer until it gets what is called leather hard, or strong enough not to bend, but soft enough to cut. Drying may be done in conjunction with plastic. A thin lip may dry very fast while a thick bottom will dry slow. To prevent uneven drying, use plastic sheet and bags, sometimes tied sometimes not. Secure pot upside down on the wheel head so that it is centered with pieces of clay. Use trimming tools purchased at ceramic shop. Bracing forearms on legs and using both hands, trim excess clay off the bottom of sides. Flatten bottom. Starting in the center, trim out indent to where the foot begins. Trim width of foot and level. 6. Pot should be completely dry before kiln fired. Large things should be dried slowly in conjunction with plastic to prevent cracking. 2 firings are generally required. The first is to harden, called bisque, but still leave porous to accept glaze. The second, or glaze fire, should correspond to the vitrification temperature of the clay design. Things. Clay. A bowl for water. A small sponge. A chamois cloth. A stickpin. Trimming tools.